everybody. Welcome back to Writing Time with Miss Megan. I'm super happy to see all of you guys today. Yesterday, we focused on punctuation. And if you guys remember, actually yesterday and Tuesday, we were focusing on punctuation. And if you guys remember, we talked about 3 types of punctuation. Who remembers the 3 types? That's right. We talked about a period, which we use for telling, an exclamation point, which we use for yelling, and a question mark, which we use when we want to ask a question. Today, we're going to keep continuing to talk about how to write an awesome sentence. And you guys are experts at writing a sentence with a naming part and a telling part, using punctuation to stop your thought or to end your sentence. And now we're going to focus on something else that is also a review of first grade. So let's take a look at my chart over here. And I'm going to move you guys a little bit closer so everyone can see. Here's the title of my chart up at the top. And if you notice, I have a punctuation. What punctuation is that? That's right, it's a question mark. So here's my question. Before I started writing a sentence today, I asked myself, what gets a capital letter? What gets a capital letter? A capital letter is just another name for an uppercase letter. I know in foundations we talk a little bit about uppercase and lowercase letters. Sometimes they're called capital letters. So if you look at my chart, there's a list of things that get a capital letter. Can anybody think of some? That's right, there's a whole bunch of things that have a capital letter when we're writing a sentence. So let's look at a few of them. So here's the first thing that gets a capital letter, the letter I. Not always does the letter I get a capital letter. Like if we were talking about how I went to get ice cream, that wouldn't be an uppercase I. But if I'm talking about myself, like when I went to Boulder, I would write a capital I in my sentence. Here's a few other things that get capital letters. Let's look over here. In this box, it says names of people and pets. So I don't know if you can see real well, but there's the picture of me. And my name is Miss Megan, and I highlighted my uppercase M. I get an uppercase M because it's my name. Then over here, all cozied up in a blanket or a sleeping bag is my dog Estes. And Estes, because it's his name, he gets a capital E at the beginning of his name, even if it's in the middle of my sentence. Like if I said, me and Estes went to the park, I would make sure that Estes's name had a capital E. Let's keep looking at some things that get capital letters in a sentence. Okay. Down here it says names of places. So I don't know if you can tell, but here's the town of, that's right, Nederland. This is where our school is. And Nederland, because it's the name of a place, gets a capital N. And I highlighted the capital N so that you can see. Does anybody know what this symbol is for? That's right. It's Target. Some of you might see Target down in Boulder, and it always has this symbol. It's their symbol that goes with the name of the store. And because it's the name of a place and it's the name of a store, it gets a capital T when we're writing Target in a sentence. Same with this place. This is McDonald's. Some of you might have seen the sign for McDonald's, but McDonald's is a place, so it would get a capital M at the beginning of its name. Let's look at a few more boxes to see some other things. In this box, it says names of holidays. So holidays could be like Halloween, Valentine's Day. Maybe you celebrate Christmas. Maybe you celebrate Hanukkah. Maybe you don't celebrate those holidays, but if you're writing a sentence about any holiday, the first letter in the word is always a capital letter. Okay, let's keep moving on. In this box, in the blue box, it says beginning of a sentence. You guys already know that. No matter how I start my sentence, the first letter of my sentence is always a capital. Just like this. The boy was sad. Look, capital T to begin my sentence. It's snowing today. I'm going to start my sentence with a capital letter, and I highlighted it so you guys can see where the capital letter is. It's at the beginning of the sentence. Here's a few more boxes of some things that get capital letters, even if they're in the middle of a sentence. Okay, so the first one is days of the week. So any day of the week, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and you're writing a sentence about it, it gets a capital letter at the very beginning of the word. Same with the months of the year. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. If you're writing a sentence about January, like I like to go sledding in January, you're always going to give January a capital J at the beginning of the word. The first letter is always a capital when you're talking about the months. Great job staying focused today, everyone. You guys did a great job reviewing what gets a capital letter in a sentence. So now it's your turn. I want you to be the investigator and try to find some different examples around your house today. Maybe it's in a magazine or a newspaper. I want you to look for things in a sentence that have capital letters. So you could look for an example of the name of a place, and we talked about some examples of that. You could look for the names of people or pets in a book or in the newspaper. You could look for days of the week that might be capital inside a sentence in one of your storybooks, or the months of the year. Whatever you find, I'm super excited to see some of your examples. Go ahead and try to upload a picture to Seesaw so we can see some of these awesome examples that you guys are finding. Tomorrow, when you get back, we'll talk a little bit more about what gets a capital letter, and we'll also look at some sentence writing together. I can't wait to see you tomorrow and to see some of your examples. Bye, everyone.